What's up, guys? It's Monster Chappie. We're back with some more Battlefield 4 action, and in today's video we're on the map that I seem to play all of the time. I'm probably not going to post any more Zavad other than the gameplay I already have recorded, because I got like 3 more Zavad maps. And I feel like I always post this map. But one thing I do want to say is somebody pointed out to me that you can shoot those latches and it opens up, as you just seen there, and it makes life so much easier for getting up here. Now, don't get me wrong, if they still got a motion sensor and they still got 4 dudes camped up there, it's still going to be pretty tough. But, you know, that does make it a lot faster, and also if the building's blown up, you can still get up there because, you know, you can't really climb the railing when the building's up there. So if you got a silencer, that's, you know, in my opinion, definitely the best way to do it. If you don't, you know, and the building's still there, you may want to climb the railing just to catch them off guard. But if they got a motion sensor, it's really not going to matter. You're just going to be better off shooting it anyways. With that being said, we're back with the Ace 21 CQB. Made a video breakdown of this earlier in the season, and definitely has moved up quite a bit. And one of the reasons is because I feel like I've become a better player since back then. Like, I looked at the old gameplay and I looked at this gameplay, I was like, yeah, definitely made some improvements. And how have I been making those improvements? I mean, the improvements I noticed were just recently when I really focused and keyed in. You know, one thing I read on a forum somewhere, you know, somebody just pointed out, just refreshed my memory on the idea. Like, you have to focus on getting better. You have to focus on things that you're trying to improve on. Look at things you're trying to get better at. And those types of things, whenever you're trying to get better at any game or anything in life, you know. An example of this is just like, you know, if you're a basketball player and, you know, you're 2 kids in, you know, grade school or whatever, and one guy plays 10 hours a day, one guy plays 2 hours a day, but the guy that plays 2 hours a day is constantly pushing himself to the limit, working on drills, working on his weaknesses, trying to improve, and really just getting the most out of those 2 hours. Where the other guy is kind of lackadaisical in his 10 hours of play. He's just kind of playing pickup games. He's playing 21. You know, that's good. It's better than nothing, definitely, for sure. But he's not really pushing himself. He's not playing his hardest. He's not doing any drills to get better, anything like that. He's just kind of playing. He's just kind of out there. You know, the kid that, you know, if they keep doing that over the course of like a summer or a year or two, the kid that's playing for 2 hours and really pushing himself is going to become such a better player, assuming all else constant, than the other guy. You know, he's going to see so much more improvement than the other player, even though his hours are a fifth of what the other guy's playing. But what he's getting out of his time is what's most important. It's not how many hours, it's what you're getting out of those hours. So the quality of hours versus the quantity of hours is the key thing. And since I've taken that approach to Battlefield, I've noticed drastic improvements in my gameplay and how you know, time to kill, shooting reaction time, you know, reading the mini-map, reading the map in general, just knowing where stuff is, map awareness, those types of things, all are so key and critical. And one right here, too many bullets missed on the first guy. It wasn't that I was missing the second guy, which I missed him too. Definitely got to get a lot better accuracy-wise. But with that being said, you know, sometimes it's not that you missed the second guy that you're shooting at, it's just that you missed the first guy. And what ends up happening is the second guy then has much more time to actually aim at you, shoot at you, gets bullets hit on you, and then you die. Or what ends up happening is you run out of bullets. Like, this gun's nice because it's coming with 36 if you have one in the chamber, or 35 if you're coming from a 0 reload. So that's kind of nice. You don't really have to reload as often as you do with some of the other weapons like a SCAR, which has a lot less bullets, or if you're just using a gun. Most of the standard guns come with 31, so you don't have to reload as much, which is nice. But with that being said, most of the time, if you miss a few bullets, you'll end up running towards the bottom end of your clip, and you'll end up shooting the second guy a few times. You know, you might put 3 or 4 bullets in him. He'll have maybe like 5% health, 10% health, but you end up having to reload, and then in that opportunity, that guy gets the chance to just shoot you, and then you're dead. Otherwise, you can try to pull out your secondary, but sometimes even that's a little bit too long against a skilled player, and he'll still end up getting that kill. So, you know, hitting the guy, the first guy, and the second guy, and the third guy, and, you know, yada yada continuously. Hitting every bullet is so crucial, and trying to hit as many bullets as possible. Getting that accuracy up is definitely going to be a huge step in becoming a better player. One tactic that you seen me use a little while ago was actually using a grenade launcher or RPG or basically anything like that, any kind of explosive. And whenever an enemy hides behind a wall, you can go ahead and blow that wall up and basically surprise them. Good old Dexter surprise, motherfucker. But, you know, hit them with that and you'll have a lot of success. One bad tactic that you just seen there is throwing a grenade whenever you're in the middle of a gunfight, especially while they're shooting at you. Like, this is the most idiotic thing you can do. And as you've seen there, it just cost me my life. I mean, you don't want to throw a grenade unless you're behind cover or unless you know, you have something between you that you can use as cover while you're throwing a grenade. Like, you don't want to be out in the open throwing grenades, you know, unless somebody's hiding behind something. But most of the time, guys are going to peek around that corner anyway, and while you're in the middle of throwing your grenade, you're going to get shot, and you're going to be dead, so it's not going to matter. Your grenade is going to go like 2 feet. So that's not going to work out. And as you can see, my accuracy with the grenade still sucks. I'm actually going to hit the lab and work on that, man. Really just key in on, you know, ducking behind cover and throwing those grenades and hitting where I want to get them where I want them to land and stuff like that. And just really keying in on that because I know that's like really one of my weakest parts of my game right now. Got a lot of weak parts of the game. Definitely a long way to go, but definitely working on it, reading the mini-map, reading all those things. And again, just continuing to try to get the most out of every session. I really didn't key in on this until like probably like a week or so ago. So I'm hoping to see drastic improvements over the near future, and hopefully you guys will be able to see that in the gameplay as well. But I'm definitely looking forward to that, looking forward to getting better, looking forward to improving, and looking forward to just constantly working on my game until I can get to that shooting skill level of a player like Ravik or, you know, one of those guys like that. Dude is a beast. So that's like the long-term goal. Hopefully we'll get there one day. Maybe not. But, you know, that's the long-term goal. So until we get there, there's always room to improve. And then even then, there's still room to improve. Always room to improve in a game like this, or any game or anything in real life. You know, there's always that room for change, room for getting better, room for improving tactics, improving shooting, improving whatever it is that you need to do to improve in what you're trying to do. But that's going to wrap up this gameplay, man. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Definitely came down to the wire. Hopefully you enjoyed some of my thoughts, some of my tips. And again, till the next time, guys, it's your boy Monster Chappie. We gone.